Dear students, now in this video I am going to start photochemistry. Basically, two laws have been made so far for photochemistry. This video is very useful for MSc, BSc and all competitive examinations, students who are preparing for competition like NET, GATE, IES, PCS, NBA, CDS, medical like NEET, engineering. Okay. So now in photochemistry, there are two laws. Now the first law of photochemistry, or this law is also known as Grotthuss, Grotthuss, Grotthuss-Draper law. This law states that suppose we have any substance or body. So this law states that when light is allowed to strike a body, or we can say that when light falls on a body, a part of it is reflected, a part of it is transmitted, and the rest part of it is absorbed. And it is only the absorbed part which is effective in bringing about a chemical reaction. This is the first law of photochemistry, or simply Grotthuss-Draper law. But actually, in this law, what happens that basically, first I would like to statement of this law. This law states that when light falls on a body, a part of it is reflected, a part of it is transmitted, and the rest part of it is absorbed. It is only the absorbed light which is effective in bringing about a chemical reaction. This is the first law of photochemistry, or simply Grotthuss law, or Grotthuss-Draper law, or Draper law. Okay. Now, but in this theory or this law, however, does not imply that the absorbed light implies that the absorbed light must always result into a chemical reaction. But the absorbed light may bring about phenomenon like fluorescence, fluorescence, phosphorescence, etc. Similarly, there are some reactions in which absorbed light similarly in some cases the absorbed light may simply converted convert into a thermal energy. Okay, for example, in case of potassium permanganate solution, suppose this is KMnO4 solution. So in this case, light energy is absorbed strongly. Light energy is absorbed strongly, but no chemical effect is produced in this case, in this reaction or solution. Okay, so now, but there are so many reactions in which light energy, in which the reactants, when light is allowed to fall on these reactants, so what happens in that case, that light energy is not absorbed directly by the reactants, but in this case the energy is absorbed by some other substances which are present along with this reactant. Another substances which are present along with this reactants. So what will happen in this case? In this case, first of all, the light energy will be absorbed by the the another substance which are present along with the reactants, and after absorbing the light energy by these substances, this energy is passed on to this reactants, and then ultimately it start initiating chemical reactions. So such type of reactions in which the substance is used uh, to start a chemical reaction is called photosensitizer. Photosensitizer. But I will tell you the most prominent example of photosensitization is, for example, photosynthesis of carbohydrates, photosynthesis of carbohydrates, photosynthesis of carbohydrates in plants, in plants in presence of chlorophyll, in presence of chlorophyll, which is a green coloring material, and it makes a complex with magnesium. So here chlorophyll act as a photosensitizer. Photosensitizer, and the process is known as photosensitization. So what is photosensitization? Photosensitization nothing. Sometimes what happens that there are so many whenever photochemical reaction is going to take place. So there are many reactants. When light is allowed to fall on these reactants, so light is not absorbed directly by these reactants, but this energy is absorbed by the another substance which are present along with this reactant. So after absorbing the light by these substances, now these substance passed this energy onto the reactants, and then chemical reaction will take place. So such type of chemical reactions or such type of photochemical reactions in which um, uh, the uh, the light energy is absorbed by the substances are called photosensitizer, and the phenomena is known as photosensitization. I told you that a prominent example in this case, for example, photosynthesis of carbohydrate in plants, which takes place in presence of chlorophyll, and chlorophyll, it is a green coloring material which makes a complex coordinate bond with the magnesium, and the chlorophyll act as a photosensitizer. Okay, so it was all about first law of photochemistry. Thank you, and now we'll discuss second law of photochemistry in my next video. Thank you.